Hi folks, I thought we'd do an update on my layout extension, which you may have noticed in my last video. I've got this built on, which is just a couple of layers of polystyrene on a wooden frame. And I've got my first siding in. So it's all had to be a bit weird because coming off this track here, we're not talking about usual track geometry here. You know, normally if you take a point off and then a half curve, then you've got the exact distance and everything. You know, it all just works out fine. But because that's coming off a funny angle anyway, it's knocking bringing the whole thing this way a bit, and that's why I've had to put this curve in to bring it back in line. And it meant I had to put this point in here a bit further this way than I'd originally intended, and I've had to sort of build in a couple of bits here onto the polystyrene to facilitate that, and I've had to move this signal, which once I get all this completed, I'll probably add signals into the sidings. I think I'm not sure actually what I'm going to do with signals, but anyway, these are both in and working. So that's done. So I did this curved piece of track using flexible track. I think flexible track really is one of the best things ever that came to model railways. It's just fantastic stuff. It really gives you a lot more freedom in what you want to do with the layout, and I've used it. Well, my return loop uses it, the branch line over there, that's all done with flexible track. It's fantastic stuff. But to hold this in place, I sort of put some screws in just to fix it in position, and then it's been glued. It's been glued right along there with PVA. So that was done yesterday, so I can now take these screws out. So I'm just going to do that just now. I use fairly big screws for holding the track in place. Because it's going into polystyrene, it needs a nice big fat thread to grip. So otherwise, it just pulls out again. But they go in nice and easy. You can put a screw into. There's no drilling or anything. It just goes straight in like that, and it's fairly firm. Keep something in place until the glue sets. And getting all the screws out of the rod, we can run a train right down the siding for the first time. If you're wondering why I've got little bits of card stuck under the points here, it's just because, with the best will in the world, adding a sheet of polystyrene to get the perfectly level with the polystyrene that's under here, which has got layers of scatter and PVA and God knows what on top of it, and then I had to add on a little bit more just to get everything in the right position. It's not exactly easy to get it all perfectly level, so really the best thing to do is get everything in position and then just add in little bits of card just to make sure the points are sitting level. Right, okay, let's just give this a go over with track cleaner, in case there's any PVA on there. So, which locomotive is going to get the honour of being the first to run right down the full length of this new siding? Let's get the Cardiff Castle out. I'm a little bit concerned about this point then going straight into such tight curves. It's not ideal, but kind of unavoidable. However, let's see what Cardiff Castle does. We'll give it a fair bit of juice. Well, it made it. Okay, I'm going to try the Fowler because this could be a problem one, I think, dealing with tight curves and a point, but let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so it seems to work okay. Let's put a whole train down it. Class 33 with 3 intercity coaches. Okay, so that seems to work okay. I say this was pretty critical. Trying to get this because I wanted the track to be straight here so I can end the new platform about there before we start hitting the curve. And trying to get that into an acceptable radius coming into this point was kind of tricky, but got there. So I've decided to put a left-hand point in here. Originally I thought that just bringing this round the other side of the platform that's going to go here, and then this was going to be kind of just, well, a bit of open landscape to do something with. But I thought, get a left-hand point in here, and then I can still bring, a siding along the other side of the platform that's going to go here, but I can get another siding in, and that's really just going to be a holding siding. I quite like the idea of modelling, a siding that's maybe a bit overgrown, and just have scrub and bit of rubble and I don't know, just wasteland basically just along the front here. I don't want to clutter it with trees or anything that's too tall, because I'll probably be leaning over here quite a bit, so I don't want anything being too tall in this extension at all. So as soon as I get that point, I'll get that built and I'll get those tracks glued in place. Then it'll be a case of weathering the track. Just do that with paint, and we'll get a new platform built, and I'm going to have to cut into this, I think, and build a bit of platform coming out here, and that'll be that. I'll maybe have a wee shelter or something on the new platform, and maybe some little sheds or something down the front here. I'm not too sure. That's part of the fun. It's just making it up as you go along. So there we go. That's my latest update. As I say, that's what I'm busy doing at the moment, is building this. The 2 points over there, they are now disconnected. So they'll be coming out soon and getting replaced with a couple of bits of straight. And that'll be that. Okay, catch you later, folks.